Mm. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Yes. It's the live room. Oh. Ah. We're going into the Broadway Show Lounge for the Port Showcase.
It's an easy excursion as well, but there is more to do and see, so take it away, Jordi.
Yeah, so stepping away from Athens again, we've got the wonderful Temple of Poseidon and Scenic Coast. So if you'd like to go and see the Apollo Coast, you'll do this excursion, and that's exactly what it provides. You'll head out on a scenic drive, starting along the Apollo Coast. First and foremost, you'll wind your way through all the charming seaside resorts and take in the panoramic views on the way. And then you'll arrive at Cape Sunia, which is one of the dramatic hilltops there. You'll walk up the path leading to the Acropolis of ancient Sunia, where the Temple of Poseidon stands. And the Temple of Poseidon is 196 feet above sea level.
Stroll into the town of Mykonos. So if anyone's fancying a beach day, there's a beach there of course. You can walk past it and get entry into the town as well. It is worth mentioning the town is really beautiful and worth going to see. Now if you're going off for food or anything, the prices in Mykonos are a little bit higher than anywhere else, but I suppose that is to be expected on here. Now I think the best way to see Mykonos is basically to join one of the all-day excursions, so you'll be able to see everything. So we'll move on to one, and that is our total island package. Now it basically does exactly what it says on the tin. Now this one is a half day and it covers all the main highlights. So you'll go to Iolcus Ionis Bay, where you'll see the coast where Shirley Valentine was once filmed. Now on this one you see it from afar, so you get your photo stop from afar, you don't go right down to the bay, but it is a great view and it is worth getting your camera rolls filled up there. Then you head over to the village of Anomera. Now this is where
which is Kusadasi, moving on to Turkey.
With beaches, bazaars, and a bucket full of sights, Kusadasi is a real Aladdin's cave. For starters, there's the shopping. Queue market stalls stacked with ceramics and leather goods. And for a true taste of Turkey, your lira is best spent on a traditional rug. But if history is your thing, Ephesus has to be top of the list. All temples, theatres and gladiator graveyards, it rivaled Rome in its glory days. There's Mary's house, a small chapel where it's said the Virgin Mary passed away. And outside you'll have the chance to leave a prayer in the form of a ribbon on the prayer grid. Then there's the village of Sirince. It's a real snapshot of Turkish life. Also worth a quick stop is the Temple of Artemis, where you'll find remains of the seventh wonder of the world. But to bring things bang up to date, this place has its fair share of water parks. And let's not forget its fabulous beaches. In fact, in Kusadasi, there's never a dull moment. If you don't fancy exploring by bus or on foot, why not hop on a quad bike or ride horseback through the beautiful countryside?
our next port of call, which is going to be Hania.
Located in the middle of Crete's north coast, Hania is the island's second largest city. It doesn't feel like it though. Thanks to a colourful harbour and cosy winding historical quarter, Hania has the atmosphere of a friendly seaside town. Beyond the city boundaries, things get even more laid back. Blue flag beaches line up on either side, and the longest stretches out for more than a mile. Further inland, you'll find a countryside that's hardly been touched by man. The 16-kilometre Samaria Gorge is protected by World Biosphere status. There are some monasteries worth visiting in the Hania area too. The foundation stones of these religious houses are as much as 500 years old. To Rhodes for its perfect beaches, turquoise seas, and to get to grips with its event-crowned pass. One of the star attractions here, though, is Rhodes town. Ringed by battlements, the medieval city stands as a monument to its most famous overlords, the Knights of St. John. And it's got a great shopping scene too, with everything from knick-knack stalls to jewellery shops. And there are plenty of restaurants where you can lunch on Greek specialities. Experience it from a different side with a harbour trip. Or from Phalerimos up in the hills. It's the perfect shady spot for strolling and snapshots. There are also monuments up here, like illustrations of the Passion of the Christ, and an 18-metre high cross with epic views from its arms. For a glimpse of the island's toga-wearing past, head for Lindos, a mover and shaker in ancient times. It's crowned by an acropolis. It's well worth the legwork to see it close up. Of course, you could devote all your time to those sun-baked shores, and who could blame you?
This one takes you from the ship to the airport, and as it's bonded luggage, you'll already have your boarding pass because you will have been checked in, and your luggage is already seen to. So this one takes the stress out of your day completely, and it gets you there in time for your flight. There is a flight schedule that you can look at underneath the Farewell Cyprus tour. It is only suitable for certain departures, and we've usually got 2 timings of this, all right? So just have a look on that. Make sure your flight is on it before you book it, because otherwise, what are you gonna do? Here you explore around the historical parts. You take in the ancient history, the views, and the newer parts of the charming villages as well. You get to see the ruins, the village of Omedos, where you can stroll its narrow streets and enjoy some free time to grab a little bit to eat and drink before heading to the airport. And just to note, it is only applicable for those travelling from Paphos Airport. So again, just to stress, please, please, please check your flights and check the suitability for yourself.
Now, if you are joining us for a second week, or if you do have late departing flights, which we have noticed some of you aren't flying until 9, then we do have our excursions that you can join that will bring you back to the ship early afternoon. So to start off with, we have our charming Paphos, we have our panoramic Limassol, sea kayak, and nature and tradition tour from honeybees to Halloumi. Now, we won't go into too much detail about them, as we understand you have been here all morning. So if you do want any more information about this, you can check on Navigate. Anything that we have mentioned that may now be...
Exactly. Now, I want to try to dance in a little bit.
Got mine here.
Like that. Then we can back. And up like this. And try to move. Please. Up. Okay. I got it like that. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, 5, 6, cha-cha-cha. Yeah? Whatever you feel nice. Yeah? Okay. Head up, center. Okay.
Down there. I don't know. Shops. Busy in here.
Wandering aimlessly.
And last play. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Look there right, cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha up. There right, cha-cha-cha. And 1, and 2, cha-cha-cha. Left, cha-cha-cha. Right, cha-cha-cha. Left, cha-cha-cha. And 5, 6, cha-cha.